What's up, guys? This is Buddy from Will to Force, and today we are bringing you guys a Force of Will corner segment. Today is Tuesday. We are bringing you guys spoilers, and I couldn't be more excited today. Unfortunately, Eric could not make it with us today, but that's okay. Let's get into the spoilers. I can't wait any longer. Let's go. Alright, so the first spoiler that was released today was Memoria of the Seven Lands. As you guys can see, it's the same as all the other ones. Judgment 4 flips into Riza, Dark Necromancer. I've been waiting for this card for since the very beginning of the spoiler. They finally released the Dark J Ruler. It's Riza. Let's get into his effect, guys. This card gains Riza, the Desecrating Vampire, in addition to its other names. Just like all the other J Rulers that were released in the set, it gains all their names, so you can use their regalia with them. When this card enters your field, if you control a Sorrowful Necromancy's Memoria, put the top 4 cards of your main deck into your chance standby area face down. If you control 4 Sorrowful Necromancies into Memorias, put the top 7 cards of your main deck into your chance standby area face down instead. Pay 1 dark. You could put a card from your hand into your chance standby area face down. This is what Riza needed. This is what the deck needed. When Riza first got released, he was essentially a chance standby J Ruler, and his effect was kind of slacking because when you J activated him, you only got 2, or I should say up to 2 chance standbys face down from your hand. This is essentially putting up to 7 cards from your top deck, and that's just when he enters the field. However, he did copy Kaguya 1.0's effect. You can pay 1 dart, and you can put a card from your hand into your chance standby area. This is huge for all your guys that like to play the chance standby game, or if you guys like the Kaguya 1.0. I know the Grim Cluster is gone now, but I'm really excited about this. I've been wanting Riza to only have a 1 cost for the chance standby, and we finally got it. You pay the 1, you can set 1. This is exactly Kaguya's effect. I would have been a lot happier if the effect was on the Memoria side, but however, you know, it's Memoria of the Seven Lands, doesn't really do anything. So I kind of understand where Force of Will is going on with that. Overall, artwork, really nice. It's his younger self. He's got, you know, a book just like Abdul. It kind of reminds me of Abdul. He's kind of in like a Coliseum slash castle, if you will, or wherever he's at, practicing, you know, dark magic. So on to the next card that we have. We're gonna have his sorry about that. We're gonna have his Memoria, Sorrowful Necromancy's Memoria. And what this card does is you can tap it to produce dark, and his secondary effect is you can pay 1 dark, 1 colorless, tap it, and it removes target card in your graveyard from the game. Overall, not the best effect the Memoria that can have. There's a lot more that does a lot better. This is just kind of like a downgrade from Dark Alice. Most of you guys that play Dark Alice know the card. You could just pay a will, banish card in either player's graveyard. But for you guys that want to, you know, play Riza and kind of have like a little removing in the graveyard action going on, this card will do the trick. Overall, my opinions on this card, I don't really like it. I will have to pay 4 though, because I'm going to be running Riza. Or if you guys are wanting to run Riza, I'd highly recommend running 4 of this card too, just so you can maybe get that extra bonus of playing 7 freaking cards from the top of your deck into chance standby. That's freaking crazy. If you're running, you know, just chance standby, who knows what, you know, the chance standby spoilers in the future will be. But, you know, playing 7, that's ridiculous. Even 4 is ridiculous. That's like twice, you know, 2 times as better or as good as Riza was back when he came out. Overall, artwork looks nice. I'll have to give this card a thumbs down though. Not really the greatest secondary effect. It doesn't even count as a Darkness Magic Stone, so that's 4 less likely targets that you'll get for, you know, the rest of the chance standby that most of these chance standby cards require you having a darkness stone. So on to the next one. As you guys can see, we have Riza, First of the Dead. It is our first stealth that was released, I believe, for dark. And what this card does is you control 4 or more magic stones. You control a darkness magic stone and no resonators. That is the trigger condition. The effect of this card is when this card enters your field, you may pay a whopping 1,000 life. If you do, search your main deck for a card and put it into your chance standby area face down. Then shuffle your deck. Overall, it does kind of have a hefty trigger condition, but if played right, you can play this on turn 4 for hopefully only one. No, you can't even play with Rizard on turn 4. But if you did want to play this card, it's only going to be, you can play it on turn 4 if you want to, and then flip it if you met the trigger condition. Overall, the 1,000 is a pretty hefty price to pay for this card. I really like this card, to be honest with you guys. It allows you to search any card in your deck and put it in your chance standby area. There's a lot of good chance standby cards out right now that is playable for the Alice cluster. Persephone is the top one that comes to my mind. It's really, really, really good. Allows you to essentially get a level 4 summon onto your field pretty much free. Everyone who plays Rizard plays Persephone knows the combo. It's a really good two card basically. Pretty much you can flip her, pay 1,000, get Persephone, flip Persephone, grab another card, and who knows what the future spoilers for Dark is. You might be able to special summon another card and another one, and next thing you know, on your opponent's turn, when they end, they're suddenly looking down at 7, 8 freaking guys off of just a couple cards, just for 1,000 life. I'm really liking this card. I can see it being played at 2. It's not a 4 of, obviously. Paying the 1,000 life is pretty big, so you definitely don't want to really play a lot of these. You definitely want maybe 1 or 2 in your deck just to test out. But I can definitely see this card seeing a lot of play in a lot of Rizard decks. On to the next card, we have Meldor, Last of the Dead. It is a 5 cost, 3 dark, 2 colorless. It is a zombie, another stealth card, and the stealth trigger is you can control a darkness magic stone and your life is 2,000 or less. So, trigger condition, is based on life. That's kind of what we're getting at with the spoilers. Is it's all based on losing life and if your life is at a certain amount. So its effect is when this card enters your field, target resonator gains -4/4 for each resonator with stealth you control until the end of the turn. This counts for himself as well. Overall, kind of mediocre. It does have 1,000, so it's got a lot of attack and defense, but overall, I can see people only maybe testing him just to see if he is flowing into the deck, but I don't see this guy seeing a lot of play. The -4/4 doesn't really make a difference. So on to the next card, we have Hades, Lord of the Dead. This is a whopping 9 cost, 1 dark, 8 colorless, 12 apostles. Effect is you may pay 1 colorless less to play this card for each card in your chance standby area. Its effect is pay dark, banish a card in your chance standby area, target resonator gains -4/4 until the end of the turn. Secondary effect is you can pay 2 dark, banish a card in your chance standby area, destroy target resonator if you banished a card with stealth this way. And lastly, we have you can pay 2 dark, rest, put target resonator with stealth you control into its owner's standby area face down. It's got whopping 1,400 attack, 1,400 defense. It's definitely got a huge body. Overall, the effects, I don't really like this card a lot. The artwork looks spectacular. I can't wait to see the full art of this card. But overall, I don't really see this card seeing a lot of play. Yeah, if you're running Rizard, you can get 7 in your chance standby area, and this is pretty much a 2 cost, 14/14 with 3 different effects. But that's if. The effects aren't really that great, in my opinion. I'll have to give this card a thumbs down, but the artwork looks really good. So on to the next card, we have Remnants of Nethanel, and it is a 1 dark zombie. This card gains +1/+1 for each card in your chance standby area. It's a 3/3, so just like the other one, it's a 3/3. However, this has a different effect. The other one allows you to mill 2 on top of your deck. This one is pretty much boosting itself up for each card in your chance standby area. I don't really see this card seeing a lot of play unless you guys just want to spam with chance standby cards and then just start dropping 1-drops and essentially having these guys become really big. I do prefer the other one over this one, seeing how most of the stuff revolve around the graveyard, and if you are running for Stephanie, which you'd be a fool not to run 4 of, that card's going to be amazing next format. This card is mediocre compared to the other one, but who knows, this card might see a lot of play for some of you guys out there that just want to boost up your guys' little 1-drops. So on to the last card of the spoiler. It is Death Trap. It is a chance standby spell, and its trigger condition is during your opponent's turn you control a Darkness Magic Stone, and 3 or more Resonators were put into a graveyard from your field this turn. Put target Resonator from your graveyard into your field. I don't really like this card at all. I think the trigger is way too much to be paid for. Losing 3 of your Resonators on your opponent's turn just to be able to meet the trigger condition. Yeah, you do get really any Resonator from your graveyard into your field, but losing 3 Resonators, essentially, that's a 4-for-1, that's ridiculous. I don't really see this card seeing a lot of play. The artwork does look really nice on it though, but overall the effect, I'm going to have to say, is pretty crappy, to be honest with you guys. So, I mean, that is it for today's spoilers. I was really excited when I woke up and saw, Riza finally released. You have all the zombies coming together. You have the chant standby support. I can't wait for the upcoming spoilers to see if we get more support for the chant standbys and see all those other cards that Force of Will is bringing to us. But as you guys can see, Eric wasn't with us today, but hopefully you guys like this video. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share to all your friends if you guys enjoy these spoiler videos. That's pretty much going to do it for the Force of Will segment today.